I stood outside in the Saturday sun, a box in my arms. She held the door open, smiling. But something felt off. Inside, the house welcomed me like an old friend. She showed me around, kitchen, bedrooms, the bathroom with cracked tiles. Then we reached the basement. The smell hit me first, cold and musty. She moved through it quickly, her voice softer than usual. That's when I saw it. A safe, heavy and bolted to the floor. "What's that?" I asked. "Oh, that safe? Nothing. Old family stuff," she replied, already heading up the stairs. I followed, but the safe lingered in my mind. The first week was blissful. We laughed, cooked bad meals, and everything felt right. But the safe haunted me, surfacing at night, like a forgotten word. One rainy Wednesday, I asked again. "It's private," she said, her fork pausing. I nodded, but the word hung in the air. Days passed, and I noticed her quiet moments, like shadows pulling at her. When I asked about her family, she changed the subject effortlessly. I brought up the safe again, and her expression shifted. "It's my house," she said. "Some things don't belong to you just because you married me." That night, we slept on opposite sides of the bed, a fragile silence between us. By the third week, the safe had become a symbol of everything unspoken. I felt trapped, unsure if our marriage was open or a prison. One night, I woke to find her missing. She returned cold and silent. "Where were you?" I asked. "Couldn't sleep," she replied, the dark between us heavy with unasked questions. Our last fight erupted suddenly. "You've never trusted me," she said. "How can I trust someone who won't give me a straight answer?" "I have never lied to you." "Then open the safe." "No." "Why not?" "Because some things are better left unknown." "We're married. There is no yours anymore." She looked at me, weighing something invisible. "You have no idea what you're asking for," she said quietly. I felt the distance between us, palpable and vast. "Open it or I'm leaving." Something flickered across her face. "Okay," she said, "but remember, this is what you wanted." She walked to the basement, and I followed. The light was dim, casting shadows like memories. She knelt before the safe, hands moving over the dial with ease. It opened. Inside was a tape, worn and familiar. My name was scrawled on it, and I felt my hands tremble as I placed it in the player. The machine groaned, static rising like breath. Then I heard it, my own voice. "I don't know how many times I've said this. She's not the problem. Just trust her." I stood there, the static enveloping me, a weight in my chest. When I turned, she was in the doorway, looking weary. "We were happy," she said softly. The static continued behind me, a reminder of what we once had. I stood outside again, a box in my arms, her smile at the door, but I felt that same unsettling sense of something forgotten. What would you do if you discovered a secret your partner was hiding? Share this with someone who always seems to know more than they let on.